I stumbled upon a video in which Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson talks about his stand on religion. While I really like Dr. Tyson as a science educator, I think there might be some problems with his views. Let's see what he has to say.
I'm often asked, and occasionally in an accusatory way, are you atheist? You know, the only ist I am is a scientist, all right? I don't associate with movements. I'm not an ism. I think for myself. The moment once someone attaches you to a philosophy or a movement, then they assign all the baggage and all the rest of the philosophy that goes with it to you. And when you want to have a conversation, they will assert that they already know everything important there is to know about you because of that association. And that's not the way to have a conversation. I'm sorry, it's not.
That's exactly right. That is not the way to have a conversation. But why is it not the right way to have a conversation? It is because the ones who assign all the baggage around a particular word to you are wrong to do so. In this case, the word is atheist. An atheist is simply someone who does not believe in God or lacks belief in God. So when you say you are an atheist, that is all one can claim to know about you. Let's hear a bit from him again.
When you want to have a conversation, they will assert that they already know everything important there is to know about you because of that association.
Notice the word association. Dr. Tyson points out that people sometimes assert that they know everything important there is to know about you because of some association. I say that when people do so, they commit a logical fallacy. Which one? The association fallacy. An association fallacy is committed when a person, belief, or group is attacked or defended on the basis that it has something in common with a positively or negatively viewed person, belief, or group. Say for example, Osama bin Laden was a Muslim. Osama bin Laden was also a terrorist. Muhammad Salah is a Muslim too. Therefore, Muhammad Salah is a terrorist as well. What Dr. Tyson was referring to here seems to me to be an instance of association fallacy committed on the part of his listeners. Surely, people commit the association fallacy and other fallacies too from time to time. But is that a valid reason to not call oneself an atheist? Let's see what he said on some other platforms too.
Do you believe in God?
Given what everyone describes to be the properties that would be expressed by an all-powerful being in the gods that they worship, I look for that in the universe and I don't find it. So I remain unconvinced.
Most dictionaries tell me that to say that I'm not convinced of the existence of God is to say that I lack belief in the existence of God, which precisely points to the definition of the word atheist. I do not understand how is it that one can rationally say that they are not convinced of the existence of God, yet deny when asked if one is an atheist. It is as if one acknowledges that they are qualified to treat people who are ill, but refrain from calling themselves a doctor. I wonder what value does personal testimony hold in such cases? If Neymar Jr. were to say that he is not a footballer, would it even make sense?
What people are really after is what is my stance on religion or spirituality or God. And I would say if I had to find a word that came closest, it would be agnostic. And some will say, well, you're not being fair to the fact that they're actually the same thing. No, they're not the same thing, and I'll tell you why. Atheists I know who proudly wear the badge are active atheists. They're like in your face atheists, and they want to change policies, and they're having debates. I don't have the time, the interest, the energy to do any of that.
Surely, Dr. Tyson is right to say that the words agnostic and atheist are different, but perhaps not for what he follows his statement up with. Atheism is a claim to belief, whereas agnosticism is a claim to knowledge. The word agnosticism is contrasted with the word gnosticism. An agnostic is someone who does not know if God exists. And as we already know, an atheist is someone who does not believe that a God exists. Therefore, one could comfortably be both, such as I am. I, personally, do not know if a God exists, which is why I am an agnostic. At the same time, I do not believe that a God exists, therefore I am an atheist. When Dr. Tyson talks about the atheists that he knows, he says that they are active atheists or in-your-face atheists. I agree that those terms do not apply to him. He is neither an active atheist nor an in-your-face atheist. And I understand that he wants to distance himself from those terms. But it seems to me that in wanting to distance himself from the terms active atheist or in-your-face atheist, he also distances himself from the term atheist. Now, just because the atheists that he knows are active atheists does not mean that every single atheist is an active atheist. This makes me wonder if even Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson is committing implicitly the association fallacy that we just talked about. Ask yourself. And again, regardless of whether you've liked or disliked this video, comment your views in the section below. You may also want to share this video to further this discussion. Thank you.